Welcome to the 2018 ACAC Men's Basketball Championship, brought to you by Cora's Breakfast and Lunch.
And Lunch 2018 Men's ACAC Basketball Championships. For tonight's grand finale, it's the Lethbridge College Kodiaks hosting, who are number 4 in the South, versus Concordia Thunder, who are first in the North. This is the first time these teams have met since a heated preseason game, and it's the last time they'll meet until the end of the season. Let's throw it up to Stephanie Savage with Savage Central.
Thanks, Libby. This is Savage Central coming to you from Cora Breakfast and Lunch ACAC Men's Basketball Championships. I'm Stephanie Savage, and joining me in the studio today is Lethbridge College Kodiak's women's basketball rookie, Haley Jo Hagee. Thank you for coming in today. How are you feeling?
Good. Ready to cheer?
Good. So you're down in the gym. You guys have some signs ready to cheer for the boys. What's the feeling down there from everybody?
It's awesome. It feels just like big community. There's volleyball, soccer, basketball, all ready to cheer. The lineup's out the door to get tickets. It's really packed in there.
That's awesome. So you guys made these big signs of all the men's faces. Where did you get the idea for that?
I don't know. We've seen it around, just like big faces of players. So we got the whole team, coaches, stalked all their social medias and got some pictures and made some signs.
Who gets to hold your dad's face?
Whoever wants it. We'll pass it around.
So your dad is Ryan Hagee, and he's coaching this team today. What kind of things are you expecting to see from your dad on the bench?
Probably some yelling, I assume, but I don't know. He's always ready to coach, so I don't really know. We'll see.
Awesome. Well, that's all the time we have for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Good luck down there with your cheering, and let's hit the floor and check out what they got going on down there on the court.
Thanks, Steph. The fourth and final matchup of today's games features the first-ranked Concordia Thunder of the North and against the host, the Lethbridge College Kodiaks. The Kodiaks have a home crowd advantage, which should help them have the advantage.
It's very exciting. I'm really looking forward to the game.
From Major League Baseball to the National Hockey League to collegiate basketball. In every team, a sense of team camaraderie and a spirit of humor is always important.
Well, first of all, I'm on the bench all game, but I think that we need to take that very seriously because the bench is quiet, the players don't get as hyped.
According to Kodiak's coaches, this also extends to those who are watching from the sidelines.
And the guys on the court seem to feed off it and get their adrenaline going. It's a momentum booster.
The Lethbridge College Kodiaks put a large emphasis on team camaraderie, with a group of players taking part in a friendship that supplies them with the support necessary to push the team to success. Momentum and motivation are key factors in this, allowing teams to mesh and increase their energized gameplay. The Kodiaks say their performance on the bench affects both their team and the opposition in this way.
They got momentum. Basketball is all about momentum, right? If we're getting buckets, we're going crazy. All of a sudden, they're going down.
For LCM Sports, I'm December Burgess.
Another big motivator for ACAC players is rivalry. This is something Val Mattioti Gymnasium has seen a lot of throughout the years. Two teams ruthlessly trying to beat one another.
Yeah, you know what, Houston, it's always good to see a home game too. You know, so exciting. You can feel it in the stands. Everyone can't wait for the game to start.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge game. Kodiak's first game in the tournament. As you can hear by the crowd, everybody's just going wild. I can't wait.
It's going to be amazing. You can see the players too. They're so psyched up. They've been waiting for this all day. They're ready to let out some of that aggression, pent-up anger. Hopefully not too aggressive, I will say, but you know.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see what the Kodiaks do with this home field advantage, to see if they use it as an advantage or they use it to slack off, because both are possible outcomes.
Yeah, that's for sure. Who are you rooting for this game?
I don't pick favorites. I'm rooting for a very skillful game, in a very even game. Every game so far has been very even, and that's what I'm hoping for.
What's impressed you the most today?
What's impressed me the most is just the intensity of every team that's played so far. They take their basketball seriously here in the ACACs, and you know they fight to the finish line.
There's no doubt about that. Can't argue with you there.
As tip-off is off, Corey Richardson has the ball for the Kodiaks. Just out of the hands of Kiana Funa. And here comes the Thunder.
Goes to number 3.
Clemens with the ball now. Back to Clemens. Nice pass to Keanu Funa, who works it inside. Cole Murray grabs the ball. Great play. Just out of the hands of Keanu Funa, as here comes Concordia. Brett with the ball now. Pass over to Ryan McLaren. Trayvon with a shot, and it's no good. Clemens with a nice rebound as he leads the Kodiaks up the court. Looking for a passing lane. Finds Richardson. Richardson back to Clemens. Back to Funa. Thinks about shooting, thinks not. Murray with the ball. Or sorry, Taylor with the ball.
Oh, nice. Great
Taylor with the layup, and it's a point for the Kodiaks. Trayvon Lackey now has the ball for the Thunder. Brett back. Thunder pressing in. Ryan McLaren with the shot, and it is no good. And McLaren is not happy about that one, or maybe he is.
No basket foul on Kodiaks number 23. Keanu Funa is first.
Keanu Funa charged with his first foul of the game. Brett Jakubec with the ball. He cuts in, thinks otherwise. Back to Brett, fakes the shot, takes the shot, and it's no good. Greatly rebound there by Murray. Clemens now with the ball. Clemens back to Richardson. Richardson goes for the 3, and it's no good, but the Kodiaks hit the ball back. Back to Grady.
Nice.
And Funa with the 3. McMullen here over to Trayvon. Trayvon falls down. Here comes Brett back, and he's out of bounds. And the crowd's all over that one. Richardson now has the ball for the Kodiaks as he passes it over to Clemens. Clemens letting the play develop. Clemens stops up, back to Richardson, back to Funa. Nice pass over to Murray. Back to Funa, and it's good for 3. And comes Trayvon Lackey down to Jakubec, looking for a passing lane. Gives it to Trayvon. Back to Ryan McLaren. McLaren takes a shot, and it's no good. But the Thunder pounce back on the ball. Brett turns it over to Clemens. Clemens now with the ball, breaking out with Corey Richardson. Richardson with the ball, and he lost control of it and out of bounds.
Wow, what a turnaround that was.
Thunder now breaking out. Trayvon now. Nice shot, and it's good. Point for the Thunder. Here comes Richardson. Richardson calling a play, waiting for something to develop. Takes it himself, and it's no good. Richardson trying to get the ball back, and here come the Thunder for 3, and it's no good. Murray scoops up that rebound, gives it over to Clemens. Clemens calling out a play. Over to Richardson, fakes a pass, gives it over to Grady Taylor, and it's no good. Here come the Thunder, breaking out, nice pass, and it's good. 2 points for Concordia. Here comes Clemens. Clemens passes it to Keanu Funa for the shot, and it is no good. Thunder scooped that one up. And a foul has been called. There was a push, according to the ref. The ref agrees. And it's the Thunder's ball. Pierce Van Galen coming in for the Kodiaks for Keanu Funa. And Cole Crick comes in, and so does Sini Itoa. Sydney with the ball, gives it to Richardson. Richardson coming in, stops up, gives it to Clemens. And off the foot of a Thunder player.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, me too. Clemens with the ball. Over to Pierce, back to Clemens. Looking for something, gives it to Sydney. And not good enough as the Thunder coming up the court with the ball. Brett has the ball, gives it back over. Brett has the ball again, passes it back to Mike. And then comes Thunder, and it's no good. Cole gets the ball stripped from him. And here come the Thunder, and it's no good, but the Thunder get it right back, and a huge block there by Cole Crick. And the crowd goes
and it did not pay off.
Static.
Ryan Hagee looks pretty pleased about that.
Beautiful block there by Cole Crick as Richardson and Clemens are over the sign. Here comes Clemens. Back to Richardson coming in with the ball. Looking for something. Back to Clemens. Back to Pierce. Pierce Van Galen has the ball. Back to Richardson. Back to Pierce. Nice pass over to Clemens. Clemens trying to do something with it. Back to Sidney. Sidney cuts to the net. Passes it off to Richardson. And it's no good. Thunder scoop the ball up. Goes Brett Jakubec. Over to Trayvon. And a foul has been called, and it's against the Kodiaks.
Number 7, Sydney Atoa, is first. Team foul number 3.
Two shots for Ryan McLaren of Concordia. Crowd starting to pick up, trying to get him off his game, and it's good. McLaren, his second shot, and it's also good.
Well, he's 6'6". He pretty much just reached and put it in there.
Yeah. Cole Crick now with the ball over to Clemens. Clemens coming up the court. Barkano to play. Nice pass over to Sidney. Over to Pierce. Over to Cole Crick. Back to Clemens for the three. And it's no good. Scoop. And it's Thunder touchdown pass. And they break in.
Wow.
And a foul called on the Kodiaks.
Do you notice that the crowd has pots and pans, Houston?
Yeah, they're really effective, it seems. It's
They're
hard to
really
even hear
enjoying
myself
themselves.
think.
Number 21, Cole Crick is first. Team foul number 4.
Chad Oviatt with the ball to shoot for two. And the first one's good.
That net has been having that same problem the whole night.
Yeah, it seems like the ball just sticks in there. That'll be a problem for that ref. Doesn't have the height of his advantage as some of these players do. Pierce Van Galen with the ball, over to Clemens. Looking for a pass, gives it to Crick. Back to Clemens, who cuts in, back to Crick. Goes for the layup, and it's no good. And it's out of bounds.
You know, Clemens has the speed and Crick has the height. It really works out in their favor.
They're a perfect duo. Lackey with the ball. Over to Churchett. Over to Julian. And it's no good. But the Thunder still have the ball. They're pressing the Kodiaks as they cut in. Lackey with the ball. Fights with it with his own teammate. Takes the shot off. And it's no good. Kodiaks get the ball back. And here comes Clemens. Nice pass to Cine. Over to Murray, who cuts in. And it's no good, but it's scooped up by Crick, and a huge block there by Trey Van Lackey. But there was a foul on the play.
They are not messing around.
Cole Crick to shoot for 2. And is unsuccessful on his first shot. Has one more. And he gets his second shot. Oviatt with the ball. Gives it over to Brett Jakubec. Back to Oviatt, back to Brett, who tries to cut in here, and he cuts to the net. Gets the ball tipped off the hands, but he gets it back. Gets it back from his teammate. Gives it over to Jared Hagee. Hagee with the ball. Thunder pressuring the Kodiaks right now. Back to Hagee. And a huge block there by Pierce Van Galen. And the crowd loved that one.
Things are getting scrappy already.
Yeah, these two teams already are showing they're not huge fans of each other.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
No one says you have to be friends with an opposing team. You just got to respect them.
Very true.
Back over to Brett. Looking to start something. It's a nice, beautiful pass,
wow.
And it's a nice dunk. Clemens has the ball for Lethbridge. He looks for a pass, gets it to Sidney. Back to Murray. Murray back to Sidney, looking for something. Back to Taylor, back to Clemens. Back to Sidney. And they're saying it's off-white. Keanu Funa comes in for number 7, Sidney Atoa. As Clemens now has the ball for the Kodiaks. Gets it to Pierce Van Galen, shoots for the 3, and
nice.
It's good.
Beautiful.
Here comes
That's
Brett.
what makes him P-money.
Over to Brett, who seems to have the ball a lot.
Wow.
Greatly deflected there by Pierce.
Great snatch.
Pierce having the game of his life so far right now. And it's no good. Greatly scooped up there by Murray. Over to Taylor, back to Clemens. Clemens cutting in. Gets to Keanu Funa. Thinks about shooting, thinks otherwise. To Pierce for 3, and wow. It's good. Back-to-back threes for Pierce Van Galen. Here comes Brett. Over to Chad. Brett now has the ball. Over to Brett Oviatt. And off the head of Brett. The Kodiaks take advantage of that play. Back to Pierce. Can he go for 3 in a row? No, it's sadly off the rim. Oh, foul there called on Grady Taylor. And he's Don't think he was too happy with that play. Nonetheless, he'll play on. Clemens throws it in. Nice pass to Grady Taylor. And just off the rim. Thunder racing up now. Thunder looking to start something. Go to Lucas Turchett. For the Julie McFadden, and his shot is no good. Greatly scooped up there by Murray.
Do you know Murray owns 2 businesses?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he somehow manages to also be a big college athlete and juggle everything else.
That's insane. It's very impressive to say the least. As Jared Heggie now shoots twice for the Thunder. First one is good. Heggie's second attempt is also good.
Great shots. I would say they're pretty even competition, even considering one's 4th in the South and one's North in the West.
Just shows you that it's anybody's ball game when it comes to the championship.
Absolutely.
Over to Pierce Van Galen. He's had quite a heck of a first quarter. Back to Clemens. Clemens looking for something, back to Richardson for the 3. Wow. And nothing but net.
Unreal.
Heggie now has the ball for the Thunder. Heggie cuts in, passes it back, and that's the end of the first quarter. Shot does not count, even though it didn't go in anyways.
The Kodiaks look pretty happy with that first quarter.
Maybe. Yeah, it's been a heck of a first quarter, to say the least. The crowd's been ecstatic. Both teams coming out strong. It's hard to tell who will take the crown in this one. Both teams are coming out strong. Lethbridge definitely playing good ball. They're making the Thunder have to think twice about the plays that they are making, as the Kodiaks are just all over them. And it's great to see the crowd interacting with their home team. As we're going over to Libby with the interview. Libby?
I'm standing here with Jaron Richardson, who is Corey Richardson's older father. He flew all the way here from Australia, is that correct?
Western Australia. 33 hours to get here.
33?
Yeah, straight through 33 hours.
Worth it though, right?
Oh yeah, worth it. To see a shot like that in the last 5 seconds of the quarter, awesome, yeah.
Sounds good. And is basketball big in Australia?
Basketball is huge in Australia. It's a massive sport. Our home team, the Perth Wildcats, yeah, very, very big.
That's your favorite team?
Yeah, definitely.
And are you really proud of your son? How are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm nervous, but very proud, and just it's great to be here.
He's had an amazing first quarter so far. He's been running up and down the court like a madman.
Always does.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Back to Houston.
Thanks, Libby. As we are set to resume this second quarter, as Brett now has the ball for the Thunder. Thunder pressing in, takes a shot, and it's no good. Little fight for the ball as Pierce Van Galen comes up with it. Over to Clemens. Clemens passes it over to Murray. Murray cuts towards the net, and he is blocked, and it is out of bounds. Richardson passes it in to Taylor, and he's out of bounds. Brett Jakubec with the ball, dishes it back to McFadden. McFadden cuts to the net, and it's good. And the foul. possible 3 points here.
Kodiak's foul number 9, Brady Taylor, is second. Rebound number 1 of the second quarter. 23, Campbell Fula checks into Kodiak. Brady Taylor comes out. And Taylor shooting for 1.
Mike Mallon now shoots for 2, sorry. Shoots for 1. Murray has the ball, gives it to Richardson, who passes it off to Clemens. Clemens cuts it in back to Richardson. Richardson looks for a pass, gives it to Clemens. Clemens cuts in, back to Pierce. Pierce cuts towards the net, and it's good. Here comes Brett Jakubec. Thought about giving that to Mike. Keeps it himself, cuts towards the net. It knocks it out of his hand, but his teammate grabs it, shoots, and
that
it's
worked
good.
out really well.
Clemens coming in, back to Pierce, gives it to Richardson. Richardson fakes the shot, back to Clemens, looks to do something with it, gives it to Pierce, dishes off to Murray. Murray with the shot, and it's good. And in comes Brett, gives it to Mike, who dishes it off to Trayvon. And it's good. 2 points for the Thunder. In comes Clemens. Pick and roll. Very successful as Clemens puts up 2. Kodiak's now lead 24-21. Trayvon Lackey now has the ball, gives it to Brett, who gives it to Mike, who cuts in, looks for a clean lane, and a nice defensive play by the Kodiaks, but Mike gets the ball back, and nice 2 points there for the Thunder. Funa to Richardson. Richardson looking for something to develop, passes it back to Pierce, who gives it to Clemens, who dishes it all the way over to Richardson for 3, and it's no good. Pierce with the ball, gives it to Clemens, who cuts towards net, thinks twice, passes to Richardson, and it's no good. Lackey now with the ball, who gives it to Mike, back to Lackey, who almost gets it stolen from Richardson, who gives it to Mike, and it's good for 2. Clemens now has the ball as he cuts in, looks for a pass, gives it to Richardson, back to Clemens. Nice little lob pass to Murray, and it's good for 2. Beautiful layup. Jakubec now with the ball. Jakubec. Back to Mike. Dishes it over to Ryan McLaren. McLaren with the shot, and it's no good.
McLaren was killing those layups though, making the Kodiaks nervous.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good quarter so far. And it's a timeout called by Ryan Hagee and the Lethbridge Kodiaks. So Libby, what has been your impression on this game so far?
Well, you know what, you can definitely feel the tension. Like I said, the aggression already. We're only first in the second quarter, and it's already really intense. What never ceases to amaze me is Michael Clemens, always just running up and down the court. I heard that throughout the whole season, he's had only 4 minutes off the court.
That's very impressive. So we take a look at another replay here. Nice dish to Brett, who gets it stolen by Clemens, who runs up the court. Nice pass to Richardson, just gets the ball swatted out of his hands or loses control.
Yeah, Richardson didn't look too happy about that one.
No, as we are set to resume this second quarter, sorry.
Ready, refresh, new game plan.
We got some new players on the court as Sini Atoa comes back in. And so does Tom Johnson. Clemens now over to Johnson. Thinks about shooting. Tries to get it back to Clemens. Can't, but he gets the ball back. Great work there. And a double dribble called on Johnson. Brett Jakubec now with the ball. Brett cuts in. Just pass back. Gives it to McCovoy. Sorry, Trayvon. And Trayvon hits the hardwood. Trayvon. Over to Mike. Mike looks for a path and he gets it. 2 points for the Thunder. Yes, here comes Clemens. Nice pass over to Johnson. Dishes it over to Murray. Over to Johnson. Dishes it to Murray, looking for something. And a travel called on the Kodiaks.
Do you think that the mullet helps Johnson with aerodynamics on the court?
I'm no scientist, but maybe. Back to Mike. Gives it over to Trayvon. Back to Trayvon. Takes a shot, and it's good for 3. Over to Johnson. Over to Clemens, back to Johnson. Over to Richardson. The two Suns pass it back and forth. Back to Clemens. And
Amazing.
It's good for 3.
Is there anything he can't do?
I don't think so. I haven't found out yet. And it's a nice layup there by Trayvon Lackey as they get 2 points right back.
Wasting no time.
Clemens now passes it over to Richardson. And a beautiful block there by the Thunder, but Sini Atoa gets it back for Lethbridge. And I believe there's a call on the play. There's a couple Kodiaks are coming in. Grady Taylor and Cole Crick take out Murray and Johnson.
Speaking about multitasking, Sydney Atoa has 4 kids.
Yeah, it's very impressive to have 4 kids and still play a college sport. Great story there. As we have another timeout here, as we'll get a chance to take a look at a couple more replays here. So we got the crowd going insane behind us. As we take a look at a replay here. As Richardson just dishes off to Johnson, who gives it to Clemens. Just a beautiful arc on that 3.
Thank God for that net camera.
Yeah, it's a beautiful camera to have.
I love that Clemens can still get those 3-point shots, you know?
Yeah.
It really goes to show you don't need to be 7 foot tall to play college basketball.
Exactly. As we're taking a look at another replay, here comes Brett. Perfect, beautiful pass, and there's the dunk there by Chad Oviatt.
That's what being part of a team is all about right there.
As this second set is set to resume in this heavily action-packed matchup between the Concordia Thunder and the host, the Lethbridge College Kodiaks. Richardson throws it into Clemens. And it almost looked like Trayvon Lackey thought this was soccer and kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's definitely not allowed in basketball last time I checked.
Richardson now passes it over to Clemens. Gives it to Crick, back to Clemens for a 3, and no good.
They've been really going for those 3-pointers this game. I'm not complaining.
Junior gives it back to Brett. He gives it to Mike. McMillan works it in. McLaren, and it's no good. But he has 2 shots at the foul line. His first one is good.
So good that stays there.
Ref gets Cole Crick to grab the ball for him. Cole's a little bit taller than the ref. McLaren's second shot is good. Corey Richardson and Pierce Van Gillen come in. Here comes Clemens. Back to Richardson. Fakes the pass, gives it back to Clemens. Back to Grady Taylor. Looking for something to do with the ball. Gives it to Richardson. Back to Crick. Crick gives it to Clemens. Back to Crick. Clemens goes in for the shot at the buzzer, and it's no good. And up racing comes the Thunder. And a foul there on Grady Taylor, who caught the arm of Chad Oviatt, who's looking for a dunk.
The coach says Taylor's actually a huge asset to the team. He's a multiple hat wearer, I could say. He works all of the positions, and Heggie says he's a huge benefit.
Oviatt now shooting for 2. And the first one's good. Oviatt shoots, and the second one is a no-go. As up comes Richardson, nice behind the back to his other hand. Gives it to Pierce Van Galen, fakes the pass, gives it back to Richardson, over to Clemens, back to Crick, looking for something, nice little spin, and it's no good. And another traveling call called on the Kodiaks. As here comes Brett for the Thunder. Brett gives it to Mike, looks for something. Over to Daryl Bacon, and it's good for 3. Clemens now gives it to Crick, looks for something. And a foul on Crick.
He almost got his goggles knocked right off.
Yeah, beautiful call there by the ref. Richardson has the ball on the sideline. Fakes it to Clemens. Cody as Richardson has the ball on the side again. Gives it to Crick, who dishes it over to Murray, fakes the pass, and cuts the net and gets the layup.
Good thing he put that backspin on it.
Here comes Brett. Thinks about it. Thinks about what he's gonna do, gives it to Mike, who cuts in. Back to Chad Oviatt for 3, no good. Here comes Richardson. Gives it to Crick, beautiful pass, and it's good.
Getting a little feisty.
Very intense matchup going on in front of us. As Darrell Bacon gives it to Chad, or sorry, Brett. It's to Mike, over to Darrell for 3, and good. In comes Clemens. Back to Clemens, gives it back to Richardson. Crowd not liking that call. There's a minute 15 left in this first half. Brett has the ball, calling out a play as he jogs up onto the line. And it's no good. Clemens now has the ball. Clemens pick roll with Funa. Is Casco no good as the Thunder now have the ball. Mike takes a shot. No good. Greatly rebounded by Funa. Clemens now racing up. Cuts to the net. And it's good for two. Brett coming in. Cuts to the net, no one there, and an easy 2 points for the Thunder. As the Kodiaks take their second timeout of the half. As we'll take a look at some more replays here from this action-packed first half. Great cut in there by Murray for 2 points. As we'll take a look at another play here. Bertzerk gives it to Mike, who cuts in. Beautiful layup for 2 points.
His layups are deadly, honestly. Yeah. He's blowing me away this game.
Yeah, he's definitely having a half to remember.
His foul shot's not as much, but I think the layups make up for it.
As this second quarter is back upon us. Pierce Van Galen has the ball for Lethbridge, gives it to Clemens. Clemens gives it over to Murray, back to Pierce. Casco gives it to Clemens, back to Casco for the three, and it's no good. Goes for the half-court shot, and no go. And that ends this first half with the Concordia Thunder leading the Kodiaks 43-35 in a very action-packed first half. Can't say that enough. That was a very exciting first half to watch. As both of the teams have 15 minutes before they will resume play. And now we are going to go over to Libby, who has another announcement.
Yeah. Well, me or whatever. We'll talk. Yeah. I'm standing here with Paula Burns, president of Lethbridge College. How are you feeling today, Paula?
Oh, just outstanding. So great to see so much support for the Kodiaks.
I wanted to congratulate you on your YWCA Women of Distinction of the Year award. That's amazing.
Thank you, thank you. It's due in part to the great team I work with.
How do you make time to come to the games?
The games are really a priority for me, especially in the playoffs, but I love sports in general, so I just like to be here.
The question on everyone's mind before we throw up to our feature is, you used to be the provost for Nate, so who are you really cheering for tonight?
I'm absolutely cheering for Lethbridge College, but I was here this afternoon to see Nate win as well.
And you enjoyed their game?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a close game, and they pulled it out. Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Well, now we're going to throw it to the bridge.
All right, take care.
As we are going to instead throw to this halftime show. As the halftime show is over, we are now going to throw to the bridge.
The 2018 edition of the ACAC Men's Basketball Championship halftime show is brought to you by Cora Breakfast and Lunch. Wake up with a smile.
Welcome to The Bridge, your behind-the-scenes look at the 2018 Men's ACAC Basketball Championships.
Welcome to The Bridge. I'm your host, Aiden Dingwall, with your behind-the-scenes look at the ACACs. A lot of great teams are made by their coaches, people who dedicate their whole lives to the game. Taylor Bloodworth has more on that.
Most people head to sporting events to experience the game, but what about the people who put in the hard work of getting those athletes ready? Coaches dedicate their lives to training and motivating their team to be the best and win games. Ryan Hagee is the coach for the men's basketball team here at Lethbridge College. A lot of hard work goes into making a winning team, including long hours, road trips, and weekends spent at practices. Motivating a team is even harder.
Most of the time, you're just trying to bring their best that night. Doesn't always happen, right? But you kind of hope that at least 5 guys at one time will bring their best on the court, right? And it'll just kind of snowball. Some nights it's great, sometimes it's not, right?
Hagee and the rest of the coaches spend a lot of time with the players, almost 20 hours a week. But that doesn't include extra practices and preparing for the ACACs.
Hagee started loving sports in elementary school and naturally progressed into becoming a coach.
I actually applied for this job 2 times prior to getting an interview the year I landed the job. So yes, it was part of my vision for myself as a coach eventually. It wasn't going very good for a while there, but some things opened up. So.
As for now, Hagee tries to take a break from basketball every now and again and watches hockey.
I love watching the Boston Bruins play hockey in my spare time. I'm a little bit too much Netflix, I'm going to be honest, right? I like to swim, try to stay in shape. I play my own basketball on Sunday nights with my guys, my old gentlemen, Relics Gentlemen Club basketball. We play basketball on Sunday nights, so play a little hockey, so I balance it pretty good.
Hagee is looking forward to the ACAC and knows his team will play for success, and even better, they'll play to win.
I don't know what I'd do without it. Someday I'll have to not coach, so I'll adjust, but right now I love it.
For The Bridge, I'm Taylor Bloodworth.
Ryan Hagee has brought the Kodiaks great success and is looking forward to the rest of the ACACs going on throughout the weekend. And with that success comes stress. Playing sports in college takes a lot of skills and practice, and that's not just on the court. Keaton Baker had the chance to see what stresses the Kodiaks out outside of game time.
Playing sports in college is a start to some students' dreams, and to eventually make it into the big leagues. There are many hoops that they do have to go through, like maintaining a school schedule and social life, which can pile up. But how much stress actually builds up for these college players? I had the chance to talk to Kodiak's men's basketball forward, Cole Crick. He is in his 4th year with the Kodiaks, and through his experience, he has insight on what stresses players most in their school life.
Time management, that's easy, that one. Just because, playing sports at college level is like a full-time job, basically. So you got to balance. It's all about balance, schoolwork, studying, getting your reps in, games, all that.
Stats Canada reported 21% of males and 23% of females reported that they were quite a bit or extremely stressful, which is mostly because of managing multiple roles associated with careers, school, and family. Cole Crick also shared what he does to de-stress before a game.
Like to go for a walk sometimes, just move a bit, and then music's a big part of it. Also, I like to shoot on game days. That's always builds a little confidence,
With team sports, there's a lot of reliance on team members in making your way to the top. Head coach of the Kodiaks women's volleyball, Anna Schwark, says she is taking a different approach to de-stressing with her team.
We started doing yoga, which I think has been a really awesome opportunity for the girls to just chill out.
Adding sports to school should seem to throw a wrench in their game, but with a little bit of relaxation and preparedness, players can stay on top of their game while dealing with the stress of it all. I'm Keaton Baker from The Bridge.
The championships will be stressful for all teams involved, but players are sticking to a strict routine and working hard. While a lot of college students can only afford instant noodles and macaroni, there's a group of students in the college that simply have no choice but to eat healthy. Josh McKenzie has more on that.
The athletic body is dependent on the person living in it to maintain its health. It's a lot like a vehicle containing many components key to its performance. Being a Lethbridge College Kodiak is a full-time job on the court and off. When the players aren't in a game or a practice, one of the ways they are training is by eating healthy so that they can properly fuel their body. Kodiak player Grady Taylor has his own dietary routine based on the Canadian Health Food Guide. Taylor says that since he started playing for the Kodiaks 5 years ago, his diet has made many changes.
When I first started playing college ball, especially like my redshirt year, I wasn't playing on the weekends, just practicing. And so when it came to eating, I just ate whatever I wanted and how much I wanted. And now it's, okay, I actually gotta watch what I eat, how much I eat, especially on game days.
While each finds their own rhythm, these trained athletes know the importance to strategize their diets. According to the Dietitians of Canada Association, for pre-event fueling, 1 to 4 grams of carbohydrates consumed within 1 to 4 hours of exercise is a good start to prepping your body with fuel. For general fueling up when one is exercising on a daily basis, it's safe to take about 7 to 12 grams of carbs every 24 hours. Being an athlete at the college level for many years, Grady Taylor is familiar with these guidelines and uses them to his advantage.
You have to take your body into account of your how your body digests its food and how long that takes. So a big meal 4 hours before a time is going to give your body enough time to soak in that energy from that food so that come game time, your body's ready to use that energy and it's not still sitting in your stomach.
Being an athlete means maintaining a strict and healthy diet. The Kodiaks are great at it. Some of us, however, well, we could use some work. I'm Josh McKenzie from The Bridge.
Like Kodiak Grady Taylor, you too can eat well by following Canada's Food Guide. A digital version of that guide can be found online at canada.ca. The ACACs are still underway, and the college athletes are feeling the burn. Garrett McGowan went to find out just how beneficial a massage can be for the players.
Once again, Lethbridge College is hosting the final games of the Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference for men's basketball, which means it's going to be a busy week for the massage therapy students. Juggling with games and assignments is a challenge for most college athletes. I spoke with massage therapy student Justin Jensen to give advice for those who want to keep fit when wanting to be active.
So as hockey players, definitely very quad dominant. So if they're having issues with like tightness in the quads, probably some hip flexor release. So psoas release. So we do some work in the psoas, work in the quads, get them loosened up. Probably for like basketball players, legs, same thing. Definitely probably some arms and forearms because of the dribble, shooting hoops and all that stuff.
Most athletes suffer from injuries when it comes to basketball. Many reports on injuries are sprained or torn ligaments, strains on muscles, and injured legs or wrists. Justin Jensen explains how to treat strained muscles.
Definitely when it comes to like learning how to properly stretch, how to work the muscles, how to loosen the tightness and all that stuff. They give good protocols to help and strengthen areas that need to be strengthened and develop and go from weakness to stronger areas that are weak.
Getting into a massage is quite easy. I spoke to massage therapy client Yordis Henschel about how beneficial a regular massage can be.
Regular massage can be very beneficial, especially if you've had athletic injuries. So I ripped both ligaments in both of my ankles, and having regular massage therapy has actually been really helpful in that sense because it helps the ankles heal and it helps the muscles loosen up a little bit so it's a little less painful.
She explained how easy it is to get a massage at the massage therapy program.
All I had to do was call in, and they got me an appointment within a week.
Booking a massage is quite easy. All you have to do is call at 403-329-7274 for Lethbridge College Massage Therapy. A massage only costs as little as $45 for 90 minutes. For The Bridge, I'm Garrett McGowan.
Keeping active is great, but a nice massage certainly hits the spot. You can find more info about student massages at lethbridgecollege.ca. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Aidan Dingwall, and you've been watching The Bridge. Now, let's head back to the action.
Thanks, Aidan. as we resume this second half. We're going to first go into a few highlights from the first half.
I'm excited.
This here Clemens just dishes it off to Murray with just a nice, perfect layup there.
Just sets it right in there. So easy, smooth as butter.
So smooth. Here's Clemens now. Clemens just cuts up. Nice pass to Corey Richardson for the 3. Beautiful shot right there by Richardson.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And here's a play here. This Daryl Bakeman. Beautiful pass there to Heggie, who just lobs it to Chad Oviatt. A no-go. There's another nice play.
He was going for a dunk there, though. It just didn't pay off, unfortunately.
As we're going to take a look at another replay here. Keanu Funa just cuts right in. Nice dish off. Not too sure who shot that, but a perfect 3.
Funa is the highest and leading in scoring on the Kodiaks. You can't tell from the eye patch, but the depth perception is not one of his flaws.
Yeah, the thing about the Kodiaks is they don't have a lot of high scorers. They like to have a pass first mentality, but yet they still have some high scoring players at the same time.
I like that in a team, though, because the whole point is being part of the team and including each other, and I think they do a really good job of that on the court.
As we are set to start off this second set, Corey Richardson gives it to Clemens. Back to Richardson. Gives it to Clemens, who gives it to Pierce Van Galen. Richardson. Gives it to Clemens, back to Richardson. Beautiful passing here by Lethbridge. Richardson for the 2, and it won't go. And it's off, and it's out of bounds off a Kodiak player. Mike Mallon with the ball, gives it back to Mike, who cuts in. Dishes it off to Ryan McLaren, back to Mike, and it's good for 2. Back to Richardson, cutting up on the court. Nice pass to Keanu Funa. And it's a foul, and Keanu will shoot for 2. Funa's first shot, and it's good. Funa's second attempt is also good. Brett now with the ball for the Thunder. Gives it over to Mike. Back to Brett, sorry. Brett gives it over. McLaren now fakes a couple shots. And a nice defensive play there by Clemens, but McLaren gets it back.
Oh, no.
And a travel call.
That was almost a face plant. I was really happy that didn't happen. We don't need blood on the court.
Clemens with the ball. Clemens over to Richardson. Back to Pierce Van Galen for 3, and it won't go. McLaren over to Mike. This is over to Brett. Here comes Clemens. Over to Keanu for 2, and it is good.
Right on. The pots and pans people are overjoyed.
Over to Bacon Jr. Over to Trayvon. Over to Mike. Looking for a play to develop. Fakes the shot. Goes behind the back for 2. And a nice defensive play by Pierce Van Galen. Another failed attempt there by McLaren as Clemens now has the ball for Lethbridge. Clemens now cuts up, gives it over to Murray. Behind the back, out of play. Brett now has the ball for Concordia. Over to McLaren. Back to Brett, who cuts towards the net, and it's not good. Clemens now has the ball. Slow things down as he creates a play. Over to Pierce Van Galen. Right over to Kianafuno for 3. Air ball, but Richardson picks up the rebound, and it's 2 points for the Kodiaks.
That was a great save by Richardson.
McLaren now cuts towards the net. Pierce Van Galen called for a foul. Clemens notions to calm his team down. Over to Trayvon. Right, perfect pass to Brett, and it's good for 2. Here comes Richardson. Sorry, here comes Clemens. Waiting for something to develop. Back to Richardson. Perfect pass to Kianafuno for 2, and it's good. Brett now with the ball. Brett lob pass over to Mike with a beautiful play there behind his back, and Clemens is called for a foul.
Yeah, that was a great maneuver until he fell.
Mike will take 2 shots. Crowd not 2 shots. He'll get it on the sideline. Over to Mike. Mike for 2, and it's good. Point for the Thunder. Here comes Clemens. Clemens looking for a play. Bounce pass over to Murray. And he is fouled and will shoot 2. Shoot twice. Colton Murray is now at the line. Murray's first attempt is good. Murray's second attempt is also good. Murray gives the Kodiaks 2 points. Here comes Mike. Gives it over to Trayvon. Back to Bacon Jr. Goes for 2, and he's rimmed out. By the Thunder get a nice rebound, and it's a perfect play for 2 points. Here comes Clemens. Clemens over to Richardson. Richardson back to Clemens. Clemens looking for something. He shoots, and it's no good. And it's off the Thunder. Crowd sure seems to love that call.
The Thunder is really striking lightning tonight, I have to say.
Clemens over to Pierce Van Galen. Richardson now has it. Gives it to the back to Richardson for 3. It's nice. Good. Brett now has it, gives it to Mike. Back to Brett. Looks for something. Back to Trayvon. Back to McLaren. Back to Bacon Jr. Gives it to Trayvon for 2. Not good. And a Thunder player got called for a push. Very exciting start to this second half.
Yeah, I was just thinking about number 13, Ronald. If they don't call him the Baconator as his player nickname, they're really missing an opportunity there.
Wouldn't Baconator be the wrong enterprise, though?
Ronald Bacon Jr. Could be a mix.
Funa for 2. And he is a perfect defensive play there by the Thunder. Here comes Brett Baketon Jr. for three, not good. Trayvon now has it, gives it to Brett. Brett for two, it's good. Thunder bench erupts. Here comes Clemens. Over to Richardson for three. Not good as Trayvon picks up the rebound for the Concordia Thunder. There's Bacon Jr. now, gives it to Trayvon. Trayvon over to McLaren for three. Not good. Rebound picked up by Corey Richardson, who marches down the court, gives it to Clemens. Clemens looking for a play. Over to Grady Taylor. Looks for something, gives it to Pierce Van Galen for three. No good. Brett now marches down the court. Gives it over to Oviatt, and it's a charge. Basket does not count. There's a shot of the very loyal Lethbridge College Kodiaks fans that are attending tonight's heavily packed action game. Brett now for three. It's good. Clemens now takes the ball for the black shirts. Over to Richardson. Over to Siniatoa. Looks for something nice pass to Pierce Van Galen. Goes right around, gives it to Richardson. Over to Cini. Looking for something. Over to Richardson for Pierce for three. And he rims out. Here comes Brett. Speed flies down the court. Great defensive play by Clemens, who now has the ball going down the other side. Goes in for the layup, and it is fouled. Clemens will shoot twice.
Those three-pointers are always a gamble, but it's so great when it works out.
As Daniel Libert now comes in for the Kodiaks, it seems. He takes out number 10, Pierce Van Galen, who's had a heck of a game so far. Clemens' first shot. It's good. Clemens' second shot. It's also good. Now here come the Thunder. Here's Julie McFadden. Gives it to Brett. A little confusion look on his face. So here comes Daryl Bacon, and he loses the ball. And it's off a Kodiak's player. Almost a play out of bounds there as Daryl Bacon gives it over to McFadden. As there's a call made there by the ref. As Daniel Libert got the call against him. Go to Oviatt, over to Daryl Bacon. Over to McLaren for three. Won't go. Richardson loses the ball, perfect play.
Great steal. Unbelievable.
Beautiful layup by Ryan McLaren. Clemens now sets up, dishes it over, back to Clemens. Over to Richardson, Siniatoa looks for something, goes up for two, and it won't go. Here comes McLaren, and a foul call on number 23, Keanu Funa. As there's been a timeout called, I believe it was by Ryan Hagee in the Lethbridge College Kodiaks.
You know, I think the biggest downfall for both teams right now is actually kind of the sloppy footwork. When they're good, they're great, but other than that, they're falling, they're tripping up, they're letting people take the ball from them. It's going to be a tight game.
We're going to take a look at some more replays. Perfect bounce pass to Funa. But a beautiful block there by Brett, which was picked up there by the Thunder. Here's another replay. Nice pass to Chad Oviatt, who just
fights through everybody.
And it won't go.
You know, it's like when you're at the grocery store and you're fighting for your last loaf of bread, you know, pushing through everybody, and sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Exactly. As we're set to resume this third quarter, McLaren shooting for 2. So only 1.
Substitution change into the Kodiaks.
Colt Murray subs in Keanu Funa. Clemens now passes it over. Back to Clemens. Gives it to Pierce. Over to Cine. Cine to Murray. Looking for 2. And he is fouled. And now he will shoot for 2.
Concordia foul number 8, Chad Oviatt is first. Team foul number 5.
Colton Murray's first shot. Nothing.
He's a power forward for a reason.
Murray's second shot. No, won't go. As here comes the Thunder. Clary now has it. And there is a foul called. A player will shoot. A player will shoot twice at the line. It is Ryan McLaren now. He does not make his first shot. Does he make his second? Yes, he does. Here comes Clemens. Looking up the court. Gives it over to Colton Murray. Murray over. Murray is dropped as he fell down onto the hardwood.
That's just what I mean there, Houston. Check out all the fouls this game.
Yeah, there's been quite a few.
Well, and 5 each is only this quarter.
As Julian McFadden now shoots for 2. He makes the first one. Can he go for 2 in a row? Yes, he can.
The crowd tried to distract him pretty hard there. It didn't work.
Jackson Casco gives it to Clemens. Back to Casco. Back to Casco. Back to Clemens. Over to Murray. Looks for something over to Clemens. With Cole Crick. For 2. No, will not go. Crowd not in favor of that call.
Not at all.
Either is Cole Crick. Crick continuing to have a conversation with the ref as he is not pleased, to say the least. Brett makes his first one. Brett also makes his second one.
6, Corey Richardson, and the game for Kodiak. Line out 3, Michael Plummer.
Gaskell with the ball. Gives over to Pierce, Van Galen. Over to Richardson. And a foul called on number 10, Julian McFadden of the Concordia Thunder. Richardson will now have 2 shots.
Big hand for Concordia is 6. 3, Monarchy, and place 5 for Jakubec. Corey Richardson, 42.
I bet his dad is just sitting in anticipation.
Richardson's first shot, no good. He can still go 1 for 2 here. Misses that one as well. Tries to get the ball back. And here come the Thunder. McLaren now shoots. Kodiaks get the ball. And up here comes Pierce Van Galen. Gives it over to Murray. And he is fouled as he hits the hardwood. As now Murray will now have 2 shots. Murray shoots, and it hits the top of the rim. No good. Murray's second shot, and it's good.
I really don't want the Kodiaks to lose their spirit here. They still have a lot of time to come back.
They still got tons of time. Great pressure here by the Lethbridge.
That's why they're first in the North.
Yeah, Trayvon gets the bucket and the foul.
Despite his name, he's no lackey.
Lackey shoots, and it's good. As the Thunder have a 68-54 lead. With 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Gaskell looking for something, gets it back, gives it to Pierce. Back to Gaskell, sorry. Richardson shoots. Crick gets the rebound, but the buzzer went and the ball did not touch the rim. Daryl Bacon now has it. Gives it over to Julian McFadden. Over to McLaren. He hits the rim.
Kodiak's possession.
2.5 seconds to do something with it.
I don't think that was intentional, do you?
It couldn't have been.
He really went for it.
Is that another intense quarter from these two teams?
It was quite intense. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, and what a finale.
Exactly. And we're gonna look at some more highlights here. As Richardson runs up the court, and a beautiful steal there by McLaren, and a perfect layup for 2 points.
The net just bounced it right in.
This here's another one. Brett has the ball, fakes a pass, goes for 3. And just a beautiful, beautiful arc on that ball.
The three-pointers are unreal this game. The crowd is really going crazy for Sweet Caroline right now. I know it's one of my favorites. Oh.
Another nice layup there by Trayvon.
You can see that Cole Crick is not impressed there.
No.
How do you think the coach is feeling at this point?
Well, I know how Haggie's feeling. He wants his team to come back. And the Thunder coach, he's hoping that his team just continues to just fight and keep this game in their hands.
I couldn't agree more.
As we take a look at another replay here, Clemens goes up. Wasn't good enough.
Oh, he tried to get that rebound too, but I've seen the Kodiaks come back from a lot worse. I have faith.
Yeah. No, it's not over till it's over. As Mike dishes it into Brett. Brett gives it over to Trayvon. Mike pushes his way towards net for two. Here comes Clemens. Marches his way, passes instead. Deflection to Grady Taylor, and it won't go. Chad Oviatt not agreeing with that call one bit. Perfect. And a beautiful play there from Clemens.
Great pass
to Keanu Funa. That was well written. Davon gives it over to McLaren. And a nice rebound there by Brett, sorry. Here comes Clemens. Yells out a play. Over to Pierce, back to Clemens. Back to Pierce. Grady Taylor back to Pierce. Gives it to Keanu Funa for three. And it won't go in.
It's a race.
Clemens races back to get the ball. Beautiful effort, gives it over to Johnson.
Funa was trying so hard there. They just couldn't seem to get it in.
As he will get rewarded with 2 shots at the free throw line. Funa's first shot, and it won't go in. Looked like it came in and came back out.
Just spit it right out.
The rim was having none of that one. But this one will go in.
The crowd goes wild.
Pierce Van Galen now has 2 shots. Couldn't get that one in. But he gets that one to go.
Nice. Van Galen actually has a civil engineering degree.
As Johnson tumbles down on that play. Trayvon's first shot goes in.
So effortless.
Trayvon's second shot also goes in. Here comes Clemens over to Funa. Marches his way down the court. Gives it to Clemens for two, and it's in. Here comes Brett. Marches his way in. It's the foul and the two, and the one.
I love how fearless Clemens is. He goes in full bore, mows everybody over, and really goes for it.
Brett's first shot goes in. Clemens now gets the ball. Tried to get it to Grady Taylor, but it was intercepted by the Thunder. So here comes McLaren, gives it over to Brett. Looks for a teammate to pass the ball to. Gives it over to Mike. Over to Oviatt. McLaren for two, and it's in. As the Thunder are going on a huge run here.
Kodiaks are trying to recalibrate.
Galen gives it over to Clemens. Back to Pierce. Here comes Trayvon. Over to Mike. As Pierce wrestled with the Thunder player and was charged with a foul. Passes it over to Brett. It won't go in. Davon. Trayvon now has it. For two. No good.
Coach Ryan Hagee is starting to feel the pressure.
Clemens dishes it over to
Funa waited a little too long.
Coach Hagee has a word with his star guard, Clemens.
Concordia foul number 5, Jakubec is second. Team foul number 5. And Deanna Funa is on the foul line. 2-2.
Funa's shot goes in. Funa's second shot. It's the rim, but Rich, beautiful block there by the Thunder. As here comes Trayvon. Over to Brett. Over to Trayvon. This to McLaren. To Trayvon for two. As the Thunder now have a healthy 20-point lead. As here comes Clemens, cuts his way towards the net, gives it to Funa. And it won't go. Cindy Atoa gets the rebound. Gives it to Funa. Gives it over to Grady Taylor. Looks to do something with it. Grady Taylor gives it to Funa. Just goes past his reach. As it will be the Thunder ball. As Ryan Hagee and the Kodiaks will take a timeout.
The Kodiaks are not going to take this lying down. You can see the intensity in their eyes. They want this.
Yeah, there's no quit in them whatsoever. And we're going to take a look at some more replays, I believe. Beautiful pass to Oviatt. Gives it to McLaren. Nice little jump shot for the 2 points.
So clean. So fresh and so clean. You
Exactly.
gotta love that kind of play.
No doubt about that one. As in comes the player. McLaren gives it over to Oviatt, who just cuts towards the net. He dishes it off to Brett, who gets the 2 points.
The Thunder have an unbelievable communication system. I don't know how they do it.
As this fourth and final quarter will resume play with 6 minutes and 3 seconds left.
It's on.
Trayvon gives over to Brett. Fakes a pass to Mike. Still has it. Clemens steals it, but it goes out of bounds. Thunder will take the ball. McLaren has the now. Gives it over to Brett. Works his way in. Over to McLaren for 3. No good. And here comes Clemens. For 2. It's in. Here comes Brett and the Thunder. They're rolling right now. So over to Trayvon. Nice little pass to Oviatt and a nice block, but it's a foul on Colton Murray.
It's not what the Kodiaks need right now.
Oviatt's first shot goes in. And his second shot also goes in. As here comes Clemens trying to spark a comeback for the Kodiaks. Passes over to Keanu Funa. Intercepted by Oviatt, who cuts in.
What a steal.
A little bit of an error, but he got it to go in.
I almost thought he was going to dunk it.
We agree. Taylor does not go in, but Clemens picks up the rebound. Gives it over to Colton Murray. Clemens. Beautiful pass, but it won't go in. But there was a foul on the play.
Checking in the game for Victoria number 1, Mara Bacon. Coming out, 9, Ryan McFadden. Colton Murray is on the line, shooting 2.
Murray's first shot. In. He's got one left. Here it is. And it's an air ball and out of bounds.
Just short.
Brett now has the ball for the Thunder. Here comes the Thunder. And a foul on the play. Crowd not agreeing with that one whatsoever.
They're definitely not holding back on their comments.
As Brett's first shot goes in. But he doesn't get the second one. As here come the Kodiaks. Richardson was not expecting that pass from Clemens. Nonetheless, they will get the ball back as Brett hit it out of bounds.
They have to watch those steals.
Murray now has it. Over to Clemens. Back to Murray for 3. Won't go. Here comes Trayvon. Over to Brett for 2, and it's good. As they now have a 24-point lead. Richardson now has it. Over to Keanu Funa. Makes a check and gets the 2. Here comes Brett. As Chad Oviatt got called. He doesn't agree. He's saying he did not move on that pick and roll, but the ref is saying yes, he did. Clemens now has the ball as he lets it roll. Gives it over to Richardson. Greedy for 2, won't go. Kanafuna gets the rebound, and it's a push, and the foul. Kanafuna now has 2 shots. First one goes in.
I love when he's waiting to throw, the whole room's silent.
And the second one goes in as well. But here comes the Thunder. Trayvon now has the ball. Fights with some Kodiak's players. With a Trayvon.
Ah, swiper, no swiping. Right on. So close.
Missed that little alley-oop. Luna tries to steal that ball. Over to Bacon Jr., fakes the shot. Gives over to Brett. Bacon Jr. A little bit of miscommunication between Bacon Jr. and his teammates as the Kodiaks now have the ball. Grady Taylor for 3, won't go.
They're taking a lot of risks with those 3-pointers. Not sure if it's one they want to make right now.
With 2 minutes and 46 seconds left, the Thunder lead the Kodiaks 88-68. Trayvon Lackey shoots for 2. He gets the first one to go in. But the second one won't go. Richardson now has it. Over to Clemens. Back to Colton Murray, who cuts inside and is fouled on the play. And he will have a couple shots.
I think everyone's thankful for the fouls.
Murray's first one goes in. And the second one goes in. It's now number 11, Cooper Hayward, comes in for number 12, Colton Murray. Trayvon now has it. And another foul being called. His free throw does not go in. He will get one more shot. Can't get that one to go either, as Grady Taylor picks up the rebound. Here comes Lethbridge. Back to Grady, back to Clemens. Back to Keanu Funa. And he gets the three. As Pierce steals the ball, Clemens picks it up.
Nice.
What a beautiful play. Gets to the Grady Taylor, fakes the shot. Lethbridge just could not get that one to go in.
They made a great effort, though.
Yeah, it was a beautiful play there by Pierce. So here comes Trayvon, cuts through a couple Kodiaks, dishes it off to McLaren for two.
Finishing the break, Ryan McMahon.
The Thunder has extreme coordination.
Yeah, there's definitely a reason why this team finished first in their conference. No doubt about that one. Clemens now has it. As he cuts towards the net, dishes it off to Pierce, gives it to Funa. Thinks about the three, shoots it. Won't go. As at this point, those shots could be the ones that'll kill you in the end. As that basket will not count, I don't believe.
I'm afraid we're going to get trampled by the crowd here.
Yeah, they don't seem too impressed with the result right now.
Mike Mallon pointing at the scoreboard, taunting the crowd.
Jadoviat gets his shot to go in. But he can't get his second one to go in. And here comes Lethbridge. Richardson for three. It's a little short. And there's yet another foul here in this game. Grady Taylor gets his shot to go in. And he gets his second as well. With a minute 19 left to play, Lethbridge takes another timeout.
And timeout has been called.
I think both teams need to figure out what their next move is, especially the Kodiaks. You can tell that they're just trying to figure out how they can pull this off.
Yeah, exactly. Time's running short on them right now, as we are going to take a look at another replay here. Little three attempt by the Kodiaks, but it won't go in. Greatly rebounded there by the Thunder, but just a great attempt by the Kodiaks to try and get that ball. But just a great Thunder team. They got such a good breakout.
It's a very quick turnaround with these two teams.
Spooner gives it back to Clemens on this play.
Never a dull moment.
He works his way and just lays it up for two.
The net just held it there, like it was so happy to have it in there.
As we are going to resume this fourth quarter. And another foul called on the Kodiaks.
Kodiak foul number 11, Cooper Hayward. Second.
Coach Hagee trying to challenge the call there. The crowd is as well. No surprise there.
Mike gets his second shot to go in. Clemens back to Grady for 3. No good. And it's out of bounds, and it went off a white player. And they had another timeout called by the Lethbridge Kodiaks.
They're taking advantage of all the timeouts they can at this point.
Yeah, Coach Hagee doesn't want to be done, so he wants to do everything he can to try and get his team to make a comeback here.
The determination is strong, but with only a minute left, it's a little difficult.
It's just like a failed attempt on a dunk, but still gets the ball to go in.
I thought he for sure was going to dunk there. It really took me by surprise.
Another 3 attempt. Another failed 3 attempt by the Kodiaks in this fourth quarter, which has been hurting them for sure. And just a nice turnaround there by the Thunder.
Popped it right in.
As we are waiting on the Kodiaks here to resume this fourth quarter.
Corey Richardson tried to save it there.
Here comes Brett, gives it over to Mike. Back there to Darrell Bacon. Brett now has it. Here comes Clemens. A little late spur here by Lethbridge. Greatly read there by Darrell Bacon and the Thunder. There's a little scrum going on here between Clemens.
Bit of a physical altercation. That was, we had a front row seat to that.
Yeah, that was right in front of us.
Clemens is arguing with the ref, looks pretty upset.
And now the crowd is enjoying that call. No doubt about that.
I think it was well deserved. That was a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, it looked like 2 players just went for the ball. And it almost seemed like Darrell Bacon was just wanting to get under the skin of this home team.
There's no need for that in a sport that's all about camaraderie.
No, you got a 19-point lead. Clemens makes his shot. As Darrell Bacon showing some unsportsmanlike here, interacting with the fans, which is what you want to try and avoid. As Clemens makes his second shot.
The fans are fighting back, getting up out of the stands, yelling, shouting. If you're not here at the game, you're going to wish you were.
As the Thunder head coach gets that player off as fast as he could. Doesn't want anything to start here. Corey Richardson now has it for Lethbridge, gives it to Grady for 3, gets it to go.
That must feel nice.
Yeah. Just try to take a positive from this game as much as you can. As a travel call is put on number 9, McLaren.
The Thunder is not happy about that.
Grady Taylor now tries to dish it in, lobs it to Corey Richardson. Goes for three again. Can't get it to go. As here comes the Thunder. And it is knocked out of play. With 10 seconds left. As the Kodiaks players are having a little meeting.
I think they're accepting their fate.
They had a good run. Great year.
Well, and you know, being snarky never pays off. It's all about being classy.
Sportsmanship it's big in sports. As here comes Richardson. One last rush for the Kodiaks. As he's just gonna let the clock drain down. He is not too pleased.
I wouldn't be either.
No. Come up short in your own tournament. It was a great effort by Lethbridge. Great game by the Thunder. Great game all around.
Yeah, no doubt it was entertaining to watch, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wasn't the outcome Lethbridge wanted, but they definitely represented their city well.
You know what? They still have a lot of games to play in this tournament as well. They shouldn't let it get them down.
As we are waiting to hear the announcement of the player of the game for both players.
The crowd is still extremely supportive.
Greatly deserved. He had an amazing game. He's definitely one of their best players, no doubt about it.
And player of the game for the Kodiaks, number 12, Colton Murray.
Greatly deserved too on the other end. Colton Murray had a heck of a game. Well deserved. Well deserved. Great game between these two teams. It's a heavily action-packed game between these two teams. Wasn't the outcome Lethbridge wanted, but hey, there's always next year, and Lethbridge they're always in the running. As we're going to take a look at some replays here. There's a failed 3 attempt there by the Thunder. As Clemens picks it up, races down the court, and goes in for 2 and is fouled hard, but gets the ball to go in. As we're going to take a look at another replay here. Thunder have it in the Kodiak zone. It was in the Thunder zone, nicely taken away, and a huge block there by the Thunder. As we take a look at another replay here. Intercept there by Pierce. Gets it swatted away. Might have been a foul. As we are awaiting Libby, the player of the game. As scratch that. As we're going to take a look if she's going to find someone else. And another replay. Beautiful layup there by Colton Murray. Who's the future player of the game for the Kodiaks. Had a heck of a game. As now we have Libby standing by with a player of the game.
With Brett, player of the game for Concordia. How are you feeling right now?
Glad. Got out of the first round, but we got 2 more games to go.
That was unreal. What can you say about all of the tension there?
Honestly, just great team effort. Like, everything that we do is a team. That's all I can say.
There's no doubt you guys have unbelievable coordination. How do you do that? Just lots of practice?
Practice, effort, and just being a team, communicating on the floor, off the floor, just all an effort.
How do you feel about like your tension with the Kodiaks? And well, I know there was definitely some fighting here and there, but
We had an aggressive preseason game that kind of showed up in this game. There was some bad blood, but you know what? At the end of the day, they're just two teams fighting for a win.
Well, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Libby. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. That was a heavily packed, very exciting game. Didn't go Lethbridge's way, but the Thunder will move on. And that's all we have for tonight.